You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Yes, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Guys, look at the bloody weather. It's still unbelievable up here in Liverpool city centre. Make sure you smash that like button. Comment with the following on whatever you think. Right. Yes, hello and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand, people. Good morning to you. Look at that. Not one single cloud in the sky. Count my lucky stars every day because what a city. We're up on the Liverpool building behind me, as you can see over there, myself and Maro. What a city, what legacy, what history this place has. Looking right at the cathedral now as well. Not any wind as well. The camera's going to stay still today, so thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like button, comment with your thoughts on the following, on the radars, and of course subscribe if you have not already to the channel. Loads more great content to come. I'm actually flying to Miami on Monday, so I'm going to be doing some content out there as well. Make sure you're not missing out and press that notification bell as well. So welcome back to On The Radar. What is it? It's a daily, almost daily, it's a 10 to 15 minute video. It gives you everything you need to know when it comes to Liverpool transfers, goings, comings, and all of that good stuff. I wanted to talk to you about Konate. He's had some stuff to say whilst away on international duty. And Van Dijk pretty much said the same thing last summer about the importance of signing midfielders. We didn't listen to him, and look what happened. So I'm going to read you out what Van Dijk said last year, and then read you out what Konate said yesterday, and then leave it down to you to decide who's right and who's wrong. So Van Dijk said on the 28th of August last year, if you look at the games we play, the amount of games we play, we need a lot of midfielders. He was not being dishonest, he was being extremely truthful in that. He said midfielders are the engine of our team, they win so many balls for us. We need a lot of midfielders. You see the games we play, we also rotate in a lot of players in midfield. Apart from Fabinho, I think we need everyone. I don't think Elliott and Carvalho will stop progressing if we sign someone. Now that was last year. Obviously we didn't sign anyone, unless you want to count Artemelo, which I won't. But then Konate yesterday said something extremely similar and very precise as well. He says yesterday, and I quote, "I think we have 4 players leaving this season: Ox, Keita, Milner and Firmino. We are obligated to replace them. If we don't replace them, how do we do it? We are understaffed and we lack quality, ? We can't play with young people at this level." Harsh words. I mean, sometimes people say they're harsh words, but sometimes the truth does hurt. And I think from what Van Dijk said last season, obviously the owners didn't take that into account. I remember doing a video on these quotes last season saying, is Van Dijk right to be speaking out against the owners like this? But he did so. And then you look at what Konate said yesterday, not much difference in terms of, again, really hammering home the point that Liverpool need midfielders. And again, McAllister through the door, Kone, Thuram, Valverde, as we spoke about yesterday, Vega, all spoken about. But is this pressure that the putting on the higher ups at the club going to end up working in our favour or against us? Again, didn't work last year with Van Dijk, and I rate the honesty last year. I rate the leadership. I rate the frankness when it comes to, you know, reviewing the season, seeing what we missed out on, seeing what we should have done. And that was last year. And then this year, Keita, Ox, Milner and Firmino have all left, as we know, which Konate mentions. But for him to say that we are understaffed, I think that when I saw that, I thought, wow, that is some statement to be saying, especially on international duty when you're not even, you know, in Liverpool camp right now. So to say we are understaffed, to say that, you know, we can't use young players at this level, I think is a little bit hypocritical, because Ibu himself is a young player and he's definitely at that level. He's World Cup level, he's Champions League level. But for him to say we can't use young players at this level, what do you guys think of that? I saw one of my mates, Shawnee Lawson, tweeting something saying, I wish Konate keep his gob shut or something like this. And I think that's probably a fair statement to say in terms of putting pressure on the right way. There's 2 ways of doing things. You can put pressure on the right way with the right words, but I think to say we are understaffed and you can't use young players at this level, I wouldn't agree with that necessarily, considering if we do bring in another 2 midfielders, which again, that's the whole point of what he's saying, then I don't think we would be understaffed. We'd be 9 or 10 midfielders deep to choose from next season. So to say again that the young player comment, I don't know how I feel about it. I massively agree with the first half of the statement in terms of the 4 players are leaving, we've got to replace them. Fantastic for that, well done. But I don't know, is there a couple of shots there that he's sending? Is he not happy with the level of quality of the younger players at Liverpool? Is he not happy with the recruitment and the fact that if Liverpool don't bring in exactly 4 players to replace the 4 that have left, does he think that we'll be in trouble? Does he think we'll be understaffed? Very interesting quotes from Konate. Again, let me know in the comments how you feel about those. Again, he also spoke about the possibility of Kefren Thuram joining the Reds. We've heard so many, including myself, so many videos and articles and tweets about the closeness of that deal. But again, if Ibu is with Thuram during this French under-21 tournament, then you'd have to say, well, surely he's doing the right things. He's talking to him. He's making sure that his head is focused on joining Liverpool. Hay fever gang. And it's very similar to what Van Dijk did with Cody Gakpo, I guess, at the World Cup, having a little word in his ear, making sure he's going to make the right decision in terms of his next club. But again, I need my tablets. We have to replace them. If not, what do we do? Do we play with understaff, lacking quality? You can't rely on youth at this level. I'm sure the boss and the recruitment team know that we need players. So he's not necessarily saying something that the board or the manager won't agree with. He's saying, look, we know that they know we need players as well. So how far does this statement go? And again, Keita calling for new signings. Are you a fan, or do you think he should almost let the higher-ups deal with that? Please let me know how you react to that one in the comments. He also says about Kefren. Kefren is like my little brother. He's someone I saw grow up. I would do anything to make him a top player. He also went on to say that if Thuram did join, he would make sure that, you know, he's well looked after and he is comfortable living in the city of Liverpool. Why wouldn't you on a day like this? Honestly, maybe the best weather I've ever seen in Liverpool. Not one cloud in the sky, like I said. But yeah, let me know what you think about Van Dijk's comments last year. Did they work? Did they not? Clearly not. But also Konate's comments. Has he been a little bit too frank, a little bit too open, a little bit too honest in this chat as well? Also wanted to round up the latest on Kone. Again, Manu Kone, another player that Liverpool have been heavily linked with. And up until now, it was pretty much just Liverpool in the race. We're talking around about a £35 million fee. Again, we spoke about it a lot. We spoke about it on Hot Topics last night. Please make sure you go and watch that back. But now we're hearing that 2 other Premier League clubs are also in the race for Manu Kone. And the 2 clubs that they are, I think will surprise you. And they are 2 Midlands clubs, Wolves and also Aston Villa as well. Now, we've seen Aston Villa go in and get Yuri Tillemans on a free. We've seen them almost yet but confirm Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. So they're looking to really bolster their squad, especially in midfield, considering the Europa League that they're going to have, or sorry, the Conference League that they're going to have next season. So listen, really happy for Ox if he manages to go there and play well and get some European matches under his belt. Not Champions League, but he'll still be really happy to play those games. So Aston Villa and Wolves, again, Wolves looking at Ruben Neves leaving. They're looking at João Moutinho, who's already left. So again, they need men in midfield. They could have gone for Tielemans themselves, but no, Manu Kone is definitely on the radar for both Wolves and Aston Villa. Who wins that race? And would you be content with allowing him to go with one of those clubs, considering how much Liverpool have pushed and pushed and pushed for this signing? Let me know in the comments right now. Again, not much more to update you on. In terms of defensive signings, we've spoken about Kunde, we've spoken about Pavard, Mickey van der Ven. They've all gone a touch quiet recently in the last week or so. But again, what do you make of the Konate comments? Really, really interested to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, what do you make of Manu Kone now being courted by potentially Aston Villa and Wolves? Would he prefer the move to Liverpool? I think he would. That's a fairly obvious thing to say. But again, now that there's a 3-horse race, do Liverpool come out on top, and do you still want us to push for Kone as well as Thuram? Or do you want us to go in for Valverde or a Gabby Veiga, 11 goals, 4 assists, as Mario said in the Kop TV Hot Topics episode last night? So let me know what you want and what you think. Don't forget, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. It's going to be almost bi-daily on the radar transfer updates as any news happens. Don't forget as well, we will be doing a video tomorrow for the release of the Premier League fixtures for next season. Really excited for that. Who do we think that Liverpool will get? I'm saying Luton away on a Friday night, first game of the season, because we know we won't be able to play at Anfield, which we had a great view of yesterday from the Liver building. But it looks like that Liverpool will play their first one or maybe even two games away from home, and I've just got a funny feeling it's going to be Luton away on the Friday night. But let me know in the comments what you predict. When do we play United? When do we play Everton at home, etc, etc? All these games are the first that you look for in the calendar. So it's that type of year, it's that time of year I should say. It's silly season in terms of transfers, and we're also about to get the Premier League fixtures for next season. So really exciting time if you're a Liverpool fan. Don't forget, towards the end of the week we'll have more on the radars for you, and then I will be in Miami on Monday. I'm going to be looking for Liverpool fans out there. If you are from and you're watching this, then please hit me up. We'll do some content. And then after that, the week after, I'm in Jamaica. But again, the content will not stop. I'm taking my camera, I'm taking the mic with me. So if anything happens whilst I'm out there, trust me, you're not going to go without. Make sure, guys, that you smash the like button on this video and comment with your thoughts down below. And subscribe to the Kop TV if you have not already, from a beautiful, and I say it again, stunning Liverpool City Centre. I've been AGT. You've been watching the Kop TV. Take care. All the best.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.